You trying to set up a stream, baby?
Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully there's no double audio. I don't know who can check for my mic.
Gotcha. I don't hear double audio.
Hold on, let me see. There you go. Hello, hello, hello. Double audio? No? Because I don't know if Discord is picking up my audio and then my Yeti, or not my Yeti, my mic is being picked up at the same time. Good? Okay, cool.
You're good on my side.
Okay, then we're good. Okay. Oh my god, look how crisp it looks.
Why, was it bad back then?
No, but I guess I'm kind of used to a little bit less high quality. Yeah. Anyways.
Here, you can do this part.
Me?
Yes.
Cashier?
You'll be there. Stand there and look at people.
Work until we can. Well, actually, we have a bit of surplus if we want to buy and help stock it. We need more oil.
I'll let you figure that part out. Remember, I've maybe played this like to this point and that was it.
Yeah.
So I'm very inexperienced here.
But Diddy came in and took all of our olive oil.
Hey, you see, you oiled up, you know?
It's true.
Oh, I can't see the computer when you're on it. Okay.
Yeah. Only one of us can.
Next to you. You can clean.
I already missed my scanner.
I know.
No.
I want to see what we can buy. Remember that do they do pot pickers? Oh, okay, management. So you can buy a license, okay. I remember a bit of it, but I don't remember completely.
Grew up like he and I did, pours dirt, but didn't want to tell anyone since it's still in the first 2 months and she's worried about things like a miscarriage. We long and short of it,
heels.
stressed by the idea of being out of work for months.
Thank you. Come again.
$5.
How much? $2.
Big boy, your phone is linking. Big boy, pick up the phone. Your phone linking.
It's closed today, ma'am. It's closed.
Pizza math goes directly out the window when they baby. Instead of trying to reinforce it. Seriously,
I forgot you're the owner. Okay.
Yeah. I guess next time I thought it was just, that's it, but I'll look at choice.
Nothing's on sale.
Breeze away 5 years of bed as his midlife crisis. That's about all. She's feeling way better. We have to
evaluate what we need to buy for today. Probably more flour, more cereal, more sugar.
I like your heels, Lele.
Wait, what?
Nice heel.
I have
Yeah,
heels?
Yeah.
What the heck?
You're a blonde chick with short hair and like a blue overall on a white polo.
Ew. And you look like...
And you have really, really bright red lipstick.
Oh my god.
With a lot of blush and freckles.
You look like, you got a hangover.
That's just that one guy who's been here for 50 years and already knows how to run.
Oh my god.
Too long.
I can't see what I look like.
I mean, I can show you a picture if you want to know.
Yeah.
I'll show you a picture. Yeah.
Ew.
That's you.
I look like a
You look like
Oh.
Cinderella working at a supermarket. You got the glass slippers on and the short
Oh
blonde hair.
my god. Well.
I'm doing that shit in heels?
Damn.
Yes. Work.
You better be showing off them legs. Get some customers. Maybe I should put you outside instead. Stinky.
Here at the bodega.
Can I open up a food truck out here? Maybe we get more customers that way.
Yeah.
You can do that?
No, I wish so.
Oh.
You know what reminds me of that? I would open up that food truck in the Pulga, that Chinese one. That Lola. I want to open that Chinese one.
Oh my goodness. Bring out the churros.
Oh, yes.
You start delivering orders. So it's kind of like...
They're picking up the pace.
You look so skunkily jumping.
Do I?
Right. There's that one fucking Tobey Maguire meme when it was him jumping.
Hey.
Oh, off the mountain, the buildings?
No, it's the fucking like the promotional like Spider-Man stuff. And he's like jumping like he's like that Spider-Man jump.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let me find it.
Hey, bro said bread was too expensive.
Bread.
Tariffs. The fucking tariffs.
Yeah, honestly, tariffs. That shit got imported. It's imported bread, okay?
Yeah.
From Ron's. Ron's imported bread. And it has no additives.
Wow.
And it's a grade A. You know what? It ain't expensive. It's worth it. It's cheaper. Oh, that one, yes. Yes.
Yeah, it should be the same animation.
I see it.
Spider-Man.
Edgar said, oh hell nah. If I see y'all work in the store, I'm leaving. Why are you jumping like that?
That's...
Ew.
If you can see the Discord, you see the reference picture Hudson said. He said I jumped like that.
Oh my god.
Oh, dirty in here. These people are dirty. They're so dirty. Okay, how do I pick up this? Do I just pick it up? I do. Dirty. Nasty.
Pasta's too expensive. Bro.
You can mark it up by.
I didn't even mark it up that much. It's not even a full $1 marked up.
Average cost is 99 cents. You have this shit at $4.
The market price is $3.
Oh, market price. I see it. Damn. I'm putting it because we're losing customers.
Okay.
As I was shaking hands with the caller, I paused and awkwardly said, I'm his wife.
Buy a crate from the market?
Mother-in-law continued to smile and didn't address me. Once we were alone, I asked my mother-in-law why she referred to
Do I have to buy a crate?
I love that man. He gave me exact change.
Yeah, just use a computer to switch the prices. I forgot. To the management.
Purchase product license.
Pricing. Very good.
Oh, do we have more bread? We're running out of bread.
He is also fulfilled. He asked his parents privately about it, and they gave him the same answer they could give me. It all just feels like some sort of bullying behavior to me.
Damn.
Before. Are they calling me his best friend because they don't
I didn't mean to do that.
like? Or is it some inside joke they didn't know without? I'm not sure what to do or to make of it, especially because the in-laws are acting like...
Yeah, we're out of bread is 0.
But it's also his life partner and their daughter-in-law/sister. I don't know what to do. Any input and advice would be welcome. I thought this was a good help.
Yeah, I unlocked the crate. I think the crate's unlocked for all of y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And their responses, and they don't even seem
So the
like
crate would do what? Can I just like put stuff in it?
It helps you shift items off of the shelves, like if you need to rearrange stuff.
Oh, okay.
It holds multiple different types.
Mm-hmm.
You need more oil. Oil. Oil
And
and
I'm
pasta.
putting the
Yeah.
the pasta in there.
Really just oil then.
Oil.
Ew.
Oil.
Yeah, oh my god, look at
For
that.
realistic lips.
Look at her, look at
Oil.
her jump. Look at her jump. Look at her jump.
Yeah.
The
That's
spider.
how you jump. You,
Dude, your legs are so skinny, you look like a fucking spider.
oh my god.
The spider lady.
And like, oh, maybe that's like we used to do a white roll, but it's like I don't know. There's something about like ever since we've gotten legally married, like certain things just get taken more seriously. When I'm like, my husband is picking my prescription up. So like, if I were to say like my best friend is coming to get something, or like, there's just a more like. Also, when it's a mother-in-law introducing to a coworker and stuff, like this is my son's best friend. That's not giving the coworker any context at all.
It definitely builds respect.
If you lack of context, like that's a big difference
Those
that
are-
anybody outside of the context.
Yeah, because when you're introducing someone to a complete stranger, that context is kind of important. Yeah. Like, oh, here's our dynamic. Yeah.
Oh.
It's not just the son's best friend could be like, oh, you don't know something.
Bye.
No, this is my son's
Bill.
wife. Like, that's your family.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's
That's hard.
there's different contexts that can always be there, right? But it's just odd. It's odd.
It feels like a step back, yeah. And it is like because being considered family is very different than just being a family friend. You know.
Thank you. Come again. We are closed.
They were at dinner.
Go away.
She's still
Oh.
going in.
Oh.
Yeah. Understand if it's like, oh, it's a word, you know.
Is she still going in? She's still. Oh no, she stepped out.
She's also not getting upset. None of them are getting upset when she corrects them. They're just going, oh, what has that mean? So,
Alright, y'all want me to finish the day?
comments. How speaks straightforward. Yes, Robbie and I are best friends, but now that we are married, I would prefer that you refer to me as his wife, as I treasure our relationship. Thank you. Someone said this seems passive aggressive. Yeah, someone said it would.
100 and then maybe a little bit more to start buying stuff.
I think it's on significant first. It's like, hey, can you please refer to her as my wife?
Yeah, like I love that because it's like that's
Oh,
his
he's so strongly just running over there.
I know you could just call me his wife. Like I like it's sweet, but like you could just call me like wife. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
And then you set the boundary in a friendly, casual way. It shouldn't affect anything. Most they have a problem with it.
Most optimistic thought
Can
I
I go
have.
to these locations?
Someone could be like, oh, it's really.
Yeah, once you
I
get a
guess that's
car,
what. Yeah.
yeah, you can use the gas station.
Yeah. So
For
ugly.
some reason, gas doesn't cost anything. I know.
It's a business expense.
Mhm.
Oh, should I open it?
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm driving, do I have to obey the traffic laws?
Mm,
The GTA, the Free Willy?
it's encouraged but not required.
Recommend hitting another car. It's not gonna cost anything, but the physics do get kind of weird. Like it's like hitting a wall.
Interesting.
Okay, we're open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, going.
Drive over to his parents' house for dinner. I have a big project due this week at work, so I need to stay home and wrap it up. I told Robbie to go catch up with his family while I work their stuff. Apparently, this is when Robbie decides to refer to things straight and figure out why his mom and sister keep referring to me as his best friend. Please keep in mind that I'm telling the story based on the details that my husband has given. Robbie had a normal dinner with his folks, but they were all drinking a bit more than usual. Robbie decided to bring over some scotch that one of his groomsmen
You want to buy a product license?
so he
Wait a little bit so we can because they they get kind of pissy if you don't have the new stuff.
Hmm.
You also need to pay your bills.
Yeah.
I got bills.
What do you mean you don't have tea? You just bought the license.
People.
Mine and Robbie's marriage was going to work. Mother-in-law bet that we would stay together, whereas mother-in-law bet less than 1 year, and sister-in-law bet less than 6 months. Apparently there was a cash prize involved. I don't really want to know how much it was. Father-in-law admitted that he believes the whole best friend moniker was a way to get under my skin and cause doubts about my relationship with Robbie and his family. They think that if they acted like it was a non-issue for long enough, that it would drive me crazy and start making me angry at Robbie for not believing. Robbie then says he stormed into the house to confront his mom about this all. It ended in a screaming match between Robbie, mother-in-law, and father-in-law. Robbie eventually stormed out and walked to a nearby gas station, and from there he called me for a ride since he couldn't drive. This morning when I drove Robbie back to get his car, we had a horribly awkward confrontation with his parents. Mother-in-law is apparently pissed at father-in-law for betraying the secret, and they were fighting about it all night. Father-in-law will be staying with us in our extra bedroom for a couple days, or until they can calm down and talk to each other again. Robbie is now set on going no contact with his mom and sister. He is angry with his father, but is more willing to forgive him. Personally, I would prefer if we saw a family therapist before doing this, but we are still ironing out the details. Hopefully we can get through this with both marriages intact. But if the father-in-law and mother-in-law break up, she's gonna get some cash. It's her They just solidified their marriage forever.
Yeah, I think
By like having like a, oh, let's see how long you last. They're like, actually, we're in love forever. And 20 years from now, the mother-in-law and father-in-law would be like,
They're already looking for the stuff.
We also need a fridge, so
Oh.
we got the fucking money for that.
Not yet. Throw it in there.
Couldn't find milk.
It's because it's new. All of a
Yeah.
sudden they want it.
Couldn't find tea.
it's shitty, but it's also unethical gambling. Because if you're going to gamble on something, you're not allowed to then go and affect it and try to pay me on. So that's also an added layer, but it's obviously super good stuff.
It's so dehumanizing.
Especially for your own child. That's the only situation where betting on relationships is not horrible is if you're watching reality.
Yeah.
People don't know they're out of the universe, and even then it's still like weird. But this is sane to do it for your own child.
It's just like, how negatively do it too OP to just play with their relationship like this? They either think she's a monster or they've never respected the husband. What's his name, Robbie?
Yeah, they have no respect for anyone. No, let's be clear.
It's so
And
sad.
it is really sad. It's deeply sad. The mom was only upset at the
Are
secret
you setting up the prices?
and was willing to kick the father-in-law out.
Let me do that.
Relationship and family dynamic is worth whatever money you bet on this marriage because you just threw a lot away.
Also, what family is that?
It's really disgusting.
It's very disgusting.
Just about other people's well-being and ethics. Like, it's just, you're putting really bad energy and bad vibes out there. It's just such Slimer behavior.
That is Slimer. You think it's a Ghostbusters costumes on.
You know, a really quick red story since you said slime is a fan.
Yes.
So, like, before slime was a really big thing, like, there was still a little bit of slime, and Disneyland had sold, like, a little bit of slime. And I had a little slime, and my sister threw, it was my slime, and my sister threw it at the ceiling fan when I was at home, and it's all over, and she
Cereals and coffee.
And water.
Water's for the fridge.
Yeah.
Oh.
How much is a fridge?
Yeah. When I come back at Crumble.
200.
Yeah.
Unless you won't want a small one, but.
That you want more? There's 2 videos right
Wonder,
there.
No blow about freaking slime.
if they're watching is true.
That's so cool. I've never done that.
No, that's horrible to do. I also think that stuff always comes to light. Oh, when people try to be like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna have it be our little secret. I'm like, someone's gonna find out for sure. I'm like, or you're trying to keep a secret like that, you can never drink again. Right? You can never drink again. Like, it's gonna come out. I do think, though, Tommy, you're right. I think it seems like this is going to bring them together. That's the silver lining you got.
It said a lot about the partner and how he did go to his family and go to back. Not only was he like, they're being shitty, he wants to go no contact. Like, this person stands on business.
They're playing
like that.
phones.
Yeah, they're fucking menacing. What's this fucking family?
Lannister.
During big time Lannister behavior.
Okay, our next story. Would I be the asshole if I deleted my friend's engagement pictures? So I will be honest.
Sure, the lights first. I think it costs extra if you have the lights on. This is a habit I do.
Crumble habits.
This case it charges extra for the lights. Okay. Oil.
He's an imposter.
I was ecstatic and wanted to meet everything. Turns out, she got engaged at my wedding. My brain gets out of its vegetative state, and I remember her table being way too excited at some point, but I blamed the alcohol. I wasn't thrilled about it, realizing then that she had basically not only gotten engaged at my wedding, but instead of hiding it and announcing it later, she announced it to our friends during the party. It was a tough one to swallow, but I figured whatever, it's not like I even realized what was happening. We did have a discussion about it, and she didn't seem to understand why I was upset until I put it into perspective for her, asking her how she would feel if I made a big announcement at her wedding, taking the attention away from her big moment. In my friend's mind, it's no longer the day I got married, it's now also the day she got engaged. On my dime. We eventually turned the page, and I thought it was over. Well, I've sort of been friends with my photographer since the wedding, so it's a common interest. At some point, she point blank told me that now that we are closer, she feels comfortable asking what to do with my friend's pictures because it makes her really uncomfortable. During the evening, the wedding party took a break to go change, and
The homie only bought oil? Just oil?
Yep.
Damn.
He gave me $100.
Bruh, for oil.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't realize the problems weren't back yet, and they were guests. That's until she realized they were engagement pictures. Some posts just don't leave room for interpretation. So when
How do
she
I know if it wasn't a counterfeit $100
accidents
for
happen,
oil?
I told her to just put them in a separate folder.
I can also like
Thinking, what
give
am I going
him less
to- My friend
change,
about my wedding
Oh.
pictures periodically.
or I could give him more change, that's not ideal, but
Yeah.
I've had them since
I could
April,
rip
and
them off.
I'm out of hiding now that COVID restrictions are loosened. I want to delete the folders since they're
This man better buy a lot of things. He looks like he would.
Yeah.
You realize I haven't forgotten.
Oh, bruh.
Yeah, just point out this is in
28.
So, to recap, the friend got engaged at her
Okay,
wedding.
you read that like a fucking book.
And after photos.
Ooh.
Tea and some bread.
Obviously, some friend dynamics are fine when an engagement happens at a wedding, but like usually there's communication and just some kind of understanding there. But also, this
Just bread.
hired
Yep.
for a service, and this friend is taking them away from that service to do something else that is also very expensive. Like getting engagement photos, that could be expensive. That's a whole other job.
Just sugar.
Tasha is crushing it. And shout out to the Wells
Oh.
Fargo app. She knows if she's crushing her savings goals too. However you make money work, we can work with that.
That copyright strike's gonna be awesome.
Oh. headphones out down there blaring it up.
It's okay.
That's a whole other job. It's so tough though also because it's one thing that it's just interesting. I'm playing devil's advocate in my mind is like if it didn't affect the bride's day on the day, that's a good thing. It didn't take away from her in her own mind until she knew what had happened. But the fact that she wasn't told what happened and attention was taken from her day regardless is interesting.
There's just like still like a not scuff.
We have enough for a fridge, but we don't have. That's it. That's all we have.
If there wasn't a penis to it,
I wanted. Would the fridge make the electricity bill go higher?
for her, and you used her for.
I don't think so.
I don't think it does.
But she is not being fully like out in the open with her. I'm not saying come really funny. It's like you.
Oh,
Oh, wholesale.
you better,
Okay, yeah, I'll get that.
you better stock up.
Put your vote on it.
Okay. Voting.
Mm-hmm.
So the friend in my friend's mind.
So you have to put your vote too. You have time, just.
Yeah, Lily. You gotta vote, Lily.
Yeah, your friend going like that.
Me?
Yes.
And me.
Vote where?
Press P and accept.
Oh,
Yeah. There you go.
I kind of like that feature. Kind of.
Yeah.
Unless your homie's an AFK, then that's a fucking killer.
Yep.
So even the photographer the friend is not asked for photos yet. We're having like kind of wedding day photos done. You don't get them all back.
No, you actually specifically get like a few samples.
Yeah.
And then you like weeks later get the jump.
So there would be plausible deniability. Got those photos because the wedding photographer I think very easily would have been like, oh well, I've sent my select.
Okay, I'm gonna get the. What am I out? Sugar and flour?
So it would have been possible for the wedding photographer to do it, but now she has to. She has to decide what she wants to do. I think she, and because like she said that she hasn't forgiven this person. Just give her the photos and be like, now this is done. You know, like it's like
No.
be a lot of like karmic.
Don't forget to set up the prices for it.
Because it kind of feels petty back, even though it is her. She has the ability to do so, but it's like just forgive this person, like whatever, give her the photos back, and like distance yourself. No, not tied or whatever thing you want to do.
To me, it feels like it's all kind of continuing the sneaky stuff.
Exactly.
But I honestly, if I was in
Out of
dude,
oil.
I would have texted the friend told me that like you had asked them to go and take engagement photos. I feel like you aren't being transparent with me about how you handled this, and I actually really don't appreciate that you did this. I have these photos, and I am hesitant to give them to you because now I really feel like you're being a bad friend. And then like having that, because like you're either going to continue to be sneaky or nothing or that's a have to do, or you're clearly not forgiving this person. Just talk about it. Uncomfortable conversations suck.
Yeah,
but
I think that brings up a lot of like my perspective, my personal individual perspective on so many situations is not. I don't want to just like get back at someone
I see, girl.
just to get back at them. What I want in a situation like this, if a friend did this, what I would want, all I would want is for them to recognize that it was right, to be like,
what
oh, I
is
want
that?
you to
Collect garbage? Oh.
do this. And if I really could come to a place where I think we were upfront in this, I'd then be like, all right, it's fine. I would personally be like, all right, here's the photos, but
cheese.
right.
We only have one cheese bag left.
Show this better behavior again. Like I will have.
Well, like your cheese, you know?
And unless I look back and realize in that friendship that I've seen that pattern. Okay, no, you've shown this. but if this is a one-time deal, and that's me personally. I think if I heard about this story from anyone, it's something where any of the options they choose, like, okay, I have to judge someone. I mean, I don't know how I feel. It depends on the actual situation. If it was like, and I deleted photos, I'd be like, oh well, like, oh, okay. But or if they were like, and I gave it the photos, and you know that's what happened. That okay.
That's really like that's like the highest high road is giving her the photos, and then
And that's also protecting yourself from someone.
yeah, and saying like, hey, this hurt my feelings. Like, hope it was like worth it to you.
Right. The question I am always left with, because this happens so much, is I'm like, I don't understand the perspective of wanting to propose at a wedding.
Do you think the friend knew her partner was going to propose to her? Like maybe that part was out of her control, and then she just kind of wanted to ride the wave. You know, the friend.
What?
Like this friend got proposed to at the wedding, right? Maybe she didn't know he was gonna do it that day, and so.
Yeah, get proposed to.
Oh, she's like, yeah, I'm supposed to. Oh my god, this is so great. Like, I don't want to take away from the wedding day. Like, let's still ride this wave and still like have our own joy here, and then trying to like, you know, damage control later.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, the guy.
Coffee cup too. Interesting.
I just don't understand wanting to propose that way. Right. But it's never understood.
Yeah.
You're taking away from their day, but you're taking away from your day. I know. It's like the story is we're at someone else's wedding. That's not exactly. There's no story. It's just. And I
Wow,
think
I completed 100 checkouts.
things about the whole situation. The boys are just so confused. Comment about the asshole. You not only got engaged at your wedding, but also got the photographer you paid for wedding photos, not cheap, to do their photos. Yikes. I wouldn't blame you for just deleting those photos. You could get her to pay the photographer for those specific photos, but not the asshole either way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's another option is being like, hey,
Yeah, so I'm scaling.
What?
This red bitch over here. This red hair.
Oh, we don't have the baseball bat. Fuck.
No.
She's stealing? What an asshole.
Because you have shoplifters on. You can keep it on, but
Want me to turn it off?
it's up to you.
Okay. I'll turn it off.
Like getting engaged at weddings is like it depends on the dynamics of everybody involved. Sure.
situation.
Yeah. But yeah, it's weird. It's just. I like that.
It's disrespectful. Yeah. It's just ultimately disrespectful.
$100. Jesus.
For what? $800 for storage?
Not peers. Build skills you can be proud of. Hands-on training at the labs for industry firms. Prep to test for ASC certification. Learn to problem solve and create repairs that last. Real skills for real careers. Visit
Still a
UTI.
bucket spider.
Final story. Comes from Best Predator updates. Okay, so you're singing this in nothing. No. 24-year-old woman. My best friend, 23-year-old woman, did something horrible at a mutual family friend's wedding and blamed it on my younger sister, who's 19. I am considering cutting ties with her and having a heart. Okay. I read it. This is a bit of an unusual situation, but I'll try to explain it as best I can. The story involves myself, 24-year-old woman, my best friend Caroline, 23-year-old woman, and my younger sister Nicola, 19-year-old woman, and our mutual friend slash groomsman Daniel, 28. Use the real names because I know Caroline doesn't use Reddit, and if anyone who witnessed this happened to see this, I'd love for them to get actual facts in the story. So over the weekend, a very good family friend of both my family and Caroline's family was getting married. Caroline and I have been best friends for years. We met when we were toddlers. Our moms are best friends, sisters are friends, etc. Get the picture. We knew that both our families would be invited to this wedding, and we were both looking forward to it for months. It's important to note that Caroline's family and my family have a ton of mutual friends.
Damn, homie, it's a
Going to
raw
a very
full
large
out.
wedding. Guest count was in 500. Oh, dude,
The carnival.
carnival.
So you're gonna buy a lot here.
Oh my god.
That's baseball bat.
Yeah. Stinky.
She had a crush on
I took off the shop stickers.
because he was
Me
mysterious.
personally, I wouldn't mind. I think it's funny.
Over for 6 years. Sorry. Sometimes I can't help it. The girls decided not to attend this wedding because she didn't know the bride and groom very well, and because Daniel would be a groomsman, she wouldn't see him very much anyway. Fast forward a couple hours, and Caroline is being all over Daniel. She's constantly asking him to dance with her, get her drinks from the open bar, etc. She's point blank throwing herself at him, and it was embarrassing and painful to watch. I tried intervening a couple times to get him off of him, but she snapped at me, and at that point, I decided that it wasn't my problem. Furthermore, Daniel wasn't completely pushing her away. He looked like he had a few drinks in him as well, and seemed somewhat interested in Caroline. I decided that if he didn't care, I certainly wasn't going to. If he wanted to throw his relationship away, it was none of my concern. I tried. I didn't witness this next part, but by the end of the night, Caroline and Daniel were having sex in a different room of the hall. Yes, it escalated quickly. To their misfortune, someone, I'm not sure who, just that it was someone's mom who knew Daniel and his girlfriend, but didn't know Caroline, walked in on them, and for some reason Caroline told this woman that she was Nicola, my sister. I don't know if she was embarrassed or drunk or what, but she purposely identified herself as Nicola so Caroline herself would not be in trouble. Word quickly spread that Daniel and Nicola were caught having sex, and Nicola was mortified. People were talking about how disrespectful, home-wrecking, rude, bloody Nicola was. I honestly can't even blame them. Had I not known better, I would be thinking the same things. On top of that, Caroline had gone around actually telling other people that it was Nicola and confirming the rumor she started. The bride and groom were pissed. Everyone was talking badly about my sister, and Caroline seemed to not care. In fact, when I confronted her about the situation at the wedding, she straight up denied it. Had Daniel not confirmed that it was Caroline he was hooking up with and not Nicola, I might have even believed her. The next day, Caroline texted Nicola a half-hearted apology about the whole thing, saying she was so drunk and didn't know what she was doing. The text included lots of lols and ha-has. So I'm not sure. So even if I forgave her, we wouldn't be able to do a lot of the same things we used to. Hang out at my house, do things with my family, etc. What should I do, Reddit? Reddit, I need your help.
That is so messed up. Because you know what she did? She blamed it on Nicola. Nicola is 19. Mr. Daniel, whatever, 28. That's a gap. And also, like, and throwing her into that situation and all of these people ganging up on her being a homewrecker. Jesus.
Oh shit, I forgot to close it.
He's just shopping in the darkness.
Period type thing. You're having sex on the cops and capturing you. Oh, he put me in this. It's,
I mean, there's no reason not to believe what you're being told, right? Like,
Just passing through.
it's just on Nicola and not on
exactly.
28-year-old guy in your relationship.
And
Wait. It should be
that.
should be part of the story.
Yeah,
Marketplace change for the following products.
be nice.
That's great.
To throw Nicola under the bus like that's so mean.
This storage is $800, and this is a small room.
That's dangerous. That would be really unfair. This is what I wanted to do best. That apology was included like rolls and pop. That you're calling up every single person at the wedding and telling them. Ghostbusters. Blame on being drunk, and then you're like, you woke up the next day and you're like, what did I do? Like, resolve the problem. Yeah. I tell everyone, no, it was me. Fix this shit. Right.
Ruined a lot of shit.
That's why she got away with it too. Because a person caught them. Right. And saw them. Right. And then somehow this rumor fully succeeded. And she was running around saying it.
That's 500 people.
It's 500.
That keep anything. 500 people drinking. I'm sure there was a carnival about, maybe a Ferris wheel.
Elephant?
Hard to
I forgot there was
rumors.
5,000 people at this.
Yeah, so rumors fly.
Possibility of something crazy like that.
Yeah, an adventure.
Situation going on here.
Oh, I see.
I don't know.
It's a book and a movie that's really good.
In a
But it's
movie?
it's an accusation,
Random.
a lie, a false
Parkour.
accusation that has tragic consequences.
Want to get better in that? Brooklyn and Quebec. Award-winning premium bedding and exclusive patterns and styles. To be consistent, colorful in the bedroom. Brooklyn is best in bed.
You're weird. You look the way you shuffle backwards.
You can't find me. I'm in a tree.
You're in a tree.
Whole body.
Look at this tree.
Everything else.
This Lorax tree. I found it.
That has
That's cheating.
Underneath your skirt.
Ooh.
Caroline wants to continue your friendship. She needs to make this right and tell everyone that she lied. If she doesn't, then I would personally cut ties. Being drunk is no excuse for what she did. I think Nicola needs to stand up for herself as well. She should be very clear with
The
people.
jump is so ugly, I swear.
Tell her not to let someone else ruin her reputation. If Caroline won't set the record straight, Nicola, you and your family can. Opie responds, thanks for the suggestion. I haven't actually considered asking Caroline in public. Situation. I think I'll do it. I have no idea how she will react. Caroline is usually a decently moral person, but she also hates confrontation. My family and I have been trying to set the record straight, but it's really hard.
I can't come into work today. I got ran over.
Mostly because nobody actually wants to talk about it to us directly.
The car became one with me, and I became one with the car.
Daniel's caught. Everyone knows he had sex. And he just threw
The car's after you. Oh, it almost hit you. That's so
I
funny.
think your friendship's probably over. I'd go ahead and show those texts and tell your story. This is so humiliating for your innocent sister. Someone else that people take a lot of any chance.
BB! Are y'all playing or no?
Dana's ready.
What about you?
I'm not ready yet.
Layla's ready.
Guys, fish up.
Oh, not bad.
They're buying a shit ton of stuff.
You take. We'll take over.
No, we're good. I'm good here. Just restock.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay.
Enough people telling you did something, you're gonna feel like you did it. Okay. Update.
Let's go, please.
Please. Caroline have to get with it, right? But do we think it's photos? Do we think it's witness testimony? No. Do we think Daniel throws her under the bus? I don't think Daniel's gonna do anything. No, Daniel hasn't done anything. He won't do it. Daniel's gonna be a waste of time. I think. Right.
I think someone saw the Reddit post and gave an honest account of the experience. Remember, she didn't have to change names or anything.
That would be crazy. I'm down.
I don't know. Just something.
Okay. So about a week and a half ago, Caroline casually called me and asked to sleep over. She wanted to attend an event downtown, and my place was much closer to the event than hers. At this point, it became very clear that Caroline had no idea anyone was
Yeah, lots of.
despite the fact that Nicola and I hadn't spoken with her since the wedding. I told Caroline that I didn't think her sleeping over was a good idea. When she had asked why, I brought up what happened at the wedding. She laughed and said Nicola needed to grow up and get over it.
Do we want to buy a third product license to unlock the scanner thingy, or do I just buy a new
Space.
And if it truly was no big deal, then she should have no problem.
New section is $3.50.
Coffee.
He was the one who hooked up with Daniel and not Nicola. I told her she needed to make things right because Nicola was still mortified over something she didn't do. At the end of the phone call, I gave her an ultimatum. post an apology on Facebook, and spill the beans about what actually happened, or our friendship was over, thanks to the Redditor who suggested it. To my complete and utter surprise, she didn't. I thought it would make me feel better, but people were actually commenting on her Facebook status, commending her bravery, and the thing is in the clear. Oh, and an update on Daniel and his girlfriend. According to his Instagram, they are happily together. Whether or not she knows about Caroline, I don't know, and I don't care. Not my train wreck. How does she not know? It's public, everywhere.
Oh my god, there's 500 people there.
What a weird whatever, as long as Nicola's fine. Like, that's the takeaway.
That is
the wacky cold out there. Hey, man. Really awesome that you're on top.
That's so brave of you to tell that.
Pasta, 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 pasta.
Sugar, no flour.
Oh.
It is Facebook.
I guess Facebook. I was like, how do you like publicly clear someone's name? I was like, you're gonna go door to door like that.
More oil and
Like,
bread.
what do you do in a city like that?
It's
More
Facebook.
bread, water.
Whatever. People were like, this is real.
Like, see, it was Nicola, and it's like.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the
They don't want tea.
AI eventually.
Black tea?
No, they don't want that.
They don't want it. Okay.
They're not buying.
That's hard to be friends with someone.
Cheese maybe? Oh, you got stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, one thing to do that, do the quote unquote the home wrecking, but also like, Oakley was trying to get her out of that situation, trying to pull her away from it, and this friend snapped at her.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, what real people's masks are slipping, you know? That's kind of when you could see.
Any more coffee? No, you got one more here.
Like, that's just on the smallest scale, and then she goes on and becomes bigger
Why
and
do
bigger.
they keep throwing that shit? Oh, I see the R.
In my opinion.
Well, good. Everyone was really disappointed this time.
Good.
We're not mad, we're just disappointed.
Hello, welcome to Reddit Stories. I'm Shane, and today's theme is all about parties, celebrations, and you name it. We've got weddings, we've got all sorts of stuff today. And I am joined by two of my friends, Angela and Shams. Yeah.
I'll put in the order for the
These are
thing.
Remember to pay your bills.
Bees.
the nature of these stories are rarely just like, and everything's good and everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Name the store.
Oh, I don't believe that.
So changing the name is 250. Yeah, no, not yet. I'm buying the how much is the license? 400.
We'll probably get it after this day.
Yeah, we'll just stay afloat for now because we're coming.
No, we'll restock it for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Bang it.
Don't drop it yet. I need to rearrange some stuff.
The waitress thought my dad was hurting me because I was like, no, I made a bad celebration.
It's hard to imagine you throwing a fit like that.
Yeah, I was a crazy teen. I was screaming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chance?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Parties where
I'm just paying the rent. It was due today.
Okay. No, let's just move in the cash register.
Hey, I'm popping on.
Just you could tell that they
Okay.
do not want to see
I'm hopping
people
on Fortnite.
to the party, and then they,
Cool.
one party that I went to where that happened, they did end up leaving halfway through. Oh, we couldn't stop butting heads. Oh, really awkward.
I feel like I watched this slow movie and then it stops.
At least there was that. I was having a good time. Okay, well, let's get into these stories. First one. Am I the asshole for faking a serious eye injury, making my mom faint, and ruining my birthday party? This happened to Bubblegum. Alright. My mom thinks the height of humor is to smash me and my siblings' faces into our birthday. I have no idea why, but it amuses her to smash our faces. I just turned 15, and I told her that if she plans to do that to me again, I would rather not have a cake or even a party. She promised that she would not do it, and she was upset that I threatened to not attend if she planned it without that promise. I knew she was lying because I know her, so I made a plan with my friends. One of them does cosplay and helped me out with a very basic trick. The other two that were there to play along and make it worse. When my mom smashed my face into the cake, as expected, I screamed like I was shot. I took the patch I had in my hand and pulled my face away from the cake and put my hand on my eye. The patch had a stub of candle that stuck out between my fingers and some fake blood. My friends came to the rescue and I screamed that I couldn't see out of that eye. One of them looked under my hand and pretended to have to go to the bathroom to throw up. My mom literally fainted. Once that happened, I called off the joke pretty quickly. I showed everyone that it was just a joke, but the day was wrecked. There was fake blood everywhere, and someone had called an ambulance, which was good because we ended up needing it for my mom. I didn't get in trouble because I showed my dad the text showing that my mom had promised not to do the cake thing. But my mom is pissed that I made her look bad and like a liar because I showed everyone the text because they were all mad at me to begin with. I think that if she hadn't lied, then nothing would have happened. So this is all on. I love the receipt! Justice! It is! You said you wouldn't, you did, now you faked, bitch. It's so good, and it's so thought out, it's Megamind shit, and I'm all about it. And if you really wanted to up that prank one more level, when the mom, came to, they should have been like, you've been in a coma for 5 minutes. I mean, she really did just reverse
The next thing we need to buy is the license, no?
Okay.
Pretty powerful level. She did say, don't do this. And
You save up more to buy the stuff though. It's great.
Yeah.
So funny to think about something happening every night. Remember?
big perfectly into the cake.
Damien spraying on the grill. He had a blood in his mouth. What if we fainted? Do you remember that time? He had a blood capsule in his mouth?
Yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah. Memories.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
What I will say is also, do they have a second cake? No. You smashed the cake. You smashed someone's face with the cake. I'm not eating that cake. No one's eating that cake. Yeah, you're wasting.
What? I told Lele you're on.
No, I don't think. I'm not a huge fan of the smashing someone's face with cake. Yeah, can it be funny? Sure, if everyone's cool with it.
Yeah, for weddings too.
I'm playing with Lele right now. I kidnapped her.
But only if people are laughing.
Why does it look like Grand Theft Auto, but supermarket version?
It's supermarket. You can even drive a car and do deliveries.
Oh.
Once you upgrade it, right?
Why is he black?
It's Hispanic.
Mexican.
Yeah.
He's a bean.
I think I turned into a bean.
That looked funny.
Wait, where is she?
Why did she throw it outside? Why is she littering? Ooh! Oh, hell no! What the fuck is she doing?
She's Spider-Gwen.
I see that. Why is she the only one working? What are you doing?
They got me slaving away.
Are you the manager?
No, technically that's Smith. I'm just here. I'm just here to pay bills.
Oh.
She's the owner.
Yup.
Damn, you gotta pay bills too.
Yup.
Yeah, everybody do it?
What do I need to order, Lily?
Flour.
Maybe
oil.
Thing, on the bottom is the amount that you get from an order. The top
I
one is
see.
how much you have.
Way. Gotcha.
Eggs.
Yeah, I got some.
Cheese.
Okay.
Definitely flour for sure.
Okay, I bought it.
Oops.
Pasta.
Reaction is typical of a cornered narcissist. I love it. As a mother, I honestly cannot wrap my mind around how any parent could be this casually cruel to their children. You're not the asshole, but your mother is awful. I would never speak to her again. What an absolute bitch. Okay,
Damn.
your mom. You take a little bit to never speak to your mom again. It's a little too much. We don't know enough about this relationship.
I love my mom so much, but I did grow up, and birthdays, me and my brother's birthdays were also a little
I
bit
had some
hurtful.
coffee.
Like, she would always throw surprise parties because
Coffee.
she loved it.
Coffee.
Like, when you're a kid,
Who wants coffee?
Coffee.
you like a big team that we would pick it, but it was like, some parents like really enjoy that, and sometimes get a little carried away.
I
But this also seems like someone who laughs when people fall. You know what I mean?
Like, misery. Yeah. You just absolutely lose me when someone's like, hey, please don't do that. And then you
100%.
do it. And you say, then I will not do that. That's all right.
Damn, this dude bought a lot of flour.
Yeah, a 15-year-old daughter. Like, I just think anyone who's like at that age, 15, is like, man, if they're saying don't do something, don't do it. Like, at that age, everything feels like a catastrophe.
And don't bully your
their,
kids.
yeah, it's their birthday. Yeah. Yeah. Well, she fainted. Good. So, her.
It's so funny.
I hope she failed. Move on to our next story. So this is a hypothetical. They're about to potentially. Okay. No, it's not fake. No, it's just that they're planning on doing something.
Okay.
Would I be the asshole if I tell my friend her, in quotations, bridesmaids won't be throwing her an extensive bachelorette party if we aren't invited to the wedding? If we
The bridesmaids.
will find out. The brides.
This girl wants, I'm guessing this girl wants a bachelorette and is going to like elope or something.
Okay. So I, 27-year-old woman, am friends with Jane, 28-year-old woman. Jane and her fiance Brad, who's 29, recently got engaged. Jane is one of my best friends and we have known each other since college. When talking about our future weddings, Jane has always expressed that she wants me and a handful of our other closest friends to be bridesmaids and to have a destination wedding. When I saw Jane and Brad some of the first things Jane said to me was how excited she was for me and our other friends to be her bridesmaids. This was about a month ago. However, now that Jane and Brad have started looking at wedding planning, they have decided to have a tiny destination wedding in Colorado, and only their immediate family will be invited to ceremony. They also plan on having a casual party for all the rest of their family and friends after, but there will be no ceremony or sit-down dinner, and there will very clearly not be a second wedding. Even though I was disappointed and hurt to hear that I was not a wedding, I understand that it is their right to have whatever kind of wedding they want. And if it is not important to her that her best friend be, that's her choice. But what hurts is that Jane still expects a long weekend trip to a destination for her bachelorette party and mentioned a registry for wedding gifts. I find it a bit ridiculous that she still expects to have these things thrown by and presumably paid for
Tomorrow.
that aren't even invited to the actual wedding. She still insists on calling us her bridesmaids, but since we will not be present at the wedding and will have no special designation at the party, I don't see how we actually are. Our friend
Ordering.
So would I be the asshole for telling Jane that if she's not having a traditional wedding, she can't expect traditional wedding benefits? Anyway, I think a few people are are misunderstanding my point here. I'm not saying I don't want to celebrate her at all, or that she shouldn't get anything outside of her wedding. What's
What
bothering
should
me
the
is
market be named?
shower and bachelorette trip. She explicitly said she wants to go to Scott and OBR in
H Mart.
Tennessee. This requires a flight,
H Mart.
an invitation to the wedding. She could throw any kind of backyard,
Let's just put
or whatever wedding, and I would
Kmart.
all the
Kmart.
above as long
Bruh.
as I was actually invited.
Alright,
R.I.P. Kmart.
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 Oh, you have to pay $250 to do it. Oh, okay. And pass it on.
Yay, first week. And I got paid $0.
I stole all the money.
Secret a really big Airbnb. It's got so much land and there's pool. I guess depending on the time of year, it's like it would be warm or something. I think what it is, maybe that she's feeling is like there's an expectation. Like there's a lot of work. There's a lot of work in bridesmaids. I only know this from secondhand.
I have to move something.
Part of this ceremony is part of this wedding, so I'm putting in work into this. And so it's like, oh, there's work is still expected of me, even though the plans don't change. Yeah. And the problem is it started off as a wedding that she was going to be part of and all this stuff, and then it switched, and now she's not part of it.
So we can probably
There you go. I have to remove some. We didn't have enough for all of it.
okay.
I'll move it. I'll move the oil. Yeah.
Prep the flour there,
Yeah.
the oils together.
Peanut butter go.
Maybe underneath.
Bottom. Okay.
Right? Like it's like they're like, oh, we're doing all this, and then we don't get to like do the other. Like, does that make sense? Like, it's like I understand that, but like some of the best bachelorettes are when the bride is kind of like, hey, this is what I'd like to do. I have this plan. Yeah. And then you let everyone else decide like how they want to contribute. Yeah. I think with how the bride is going about this wedding.
Okay, adjust the prices.
Yeah, to market.
See if there's any changes too.
And we all do it together as opposed to really throw me apart. Exactly. Oh, and then throwing out what? Oh, Scottsdale.
Okay.
That's a lot of work. Then like, okay.
Alrighty, Ronnie.
You want to
Perform.
get the airman. You plan the ceremony. Tell the bride where we want to celebrate. I'm feeling if the bride did all of that, she wouldn't be writing this post. She'd be like, oh yeah, it's fine. We're doing it differently.
No, I think the only reason why she would be upset about this is if the bride put all the work on. Does that make sense?
Well, she's assuming that the bride is going to put all the work on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's sounding like that, though.
So then
I don't think they've gotten to that point yet. True.
But then I kind of understand it because you're like, hey, you want your cake and eat it too. Like you want to have the wedding part with us, and we have to do all that work, and then you get to go away, and then we're gonna spend all this money, and then we don't get to then go to a party that you also planned because we're also special about weddings is like the wedding sometimes it's different for every culture and every person and everything, but there's sometimes it's the bride and the groom being like, come celebrate.
What I'm missing from that is the rice and this baguette.
So kind of the bachelorette's kind of the way the girl gets back to the bride. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Use the scanner now.
Just in
And the barcode, and then it'll put it on the list.
Okay.
put on family and her friends. And the bachelorette was just us being like, hey, she's got a lot of work on her plate. Let's just do a fun weekend with her. And she picked the spot, she gave us all but then we were like, let's fill it with things she loves so she doesn't have to plan that. So it was kind of like I scratch my back, kind of, a little bit like a sacrificial giving, right? And I think the only reason why this girl probably like this is if because she's not feeling just serve me, and then I'm gonna go away and celebrate this.
I don't think she'll. That one with this stuff. Yeah, I don't think she's an asshole for that. I don't think that's even the conversation now. If you're
Some stuff outside.
like, it is the plan we have. So go about it. Now we have changed different things, and it's major territory heralding it. Wedding service for yourself. Yeah, as that needs to go as an individual and not explain it as the title is saying. You're not speaking. Do not speak.
But then also I'll say like now and I'm not talking so much here, and I'm like, it's interesting.
What are you gonna press the spaghetti?
If the bride is like,
I gotta set it up.
the bride
Yeah.
town for my wedding, and these girls being like, well, if we don't get to a
Actually,
I think it's already. I already did set it up. Yeah, it's already set up.
okay. Match the rice.
Rice. We need to buy rice.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, put it up now.
Let's line it up with the top.
I was gonna move over the pasta with the spaghetti.
Alright. Use the crate. I don't think it's gonna fit.
I don't know where the crate is. Where's the crate?
You're in the tab/crate.
Inventory tab.
Oh.
I
Okay.
know, I'm like these two.
Okay.
We are the number one people. And then sometimes they want more rather than like, yeah, this wedding I was the bridesmaid at, literally just got her and the bachelorette.
Don't look right.
It was just her that's still special. I think at the end of the day, both events, the wedding and the bachelorette, are just both parties being like, I appreciate you, I love you.
Yeah.
Start with chicken, it's up to 60% off. Perfect. Oh, more and more. Oh, that's how it goes. Olive Garden, never think possible. Your lungs are second breath. What do you have?
Where you have that?
There's no eggs. It's gone.
Right.
It's gone. Oh.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough because I recording that about like but I also see like it's hard for me to relate to the bride. I am someone who never would just expect
Exactly.
something like that from me, and my instinct is to think like, oh well, that's great. Yeah. So I am on the open side, just in like, yeah,
Just
expect that. Yeah. And you're not technically part of 100%.
It's just expecting and not communicating.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's exchange plan. So let's discuss what we want to do now with this. The verdict was not the asshole. Comments, not the asshole. You aren't the bridesmaid, so you do not be expected to carry out that. Well, said, not the asshole. I think it would be totally fair to still want a bachelorette party if she treated it in similar fashion to a wedding. Meaning she was okay with keeping it small, simple, and inexpensive. If she said, hey, it's a tiny wedding, so I don't need a big, wild weekend. Let's just go out for dinner and drinks. Okay? That would be okay, even if she wasn't inviting folks to the wedding. But to say, you can't come to the wedding, but also, you have to do all the things that require you to spend time and effort and money for me still isn't acceptable. To be small and low key, or wild and big. You can't pick and choose and expect the guests to go along.
100%. You can also be wild and big, but communicate that and not practice. Like just because you have a small group doesn't mean you have to have a small bachelorette. You just can't. You can't.
Last week, someone said, not the asshole, you're 100% valid. But wait, wedding traditions are so blurred that there is no right or wrong way of doing it.
Yeah.
Don't feel like spending hundreds, if not thousands, on celebrations you are not invited to. Some individuals may feel they still want to participate in celebration. That is great. They can do so without protecting anyone else. Insane. I would set a firm boundary with them and then don't sway after that boundary is set. If you feel like the party they are doing after No, simply say I will personally only partake in this event, but I hope you have fun for whatever else you decide.
Kind of curious how you're supposed to do all this and yet still do cashier at the same time.
You can't.
Hire a cashier.
Yeah.
Mm.
When there's budget
Oh.
cut, chances to a one-man show. Well, all the character. I've been waiting for this.
Let's communicate. That's my point. Max the bridge. You're just hands for the guts. To be great. Theatrical. Go crazy.
That I want to see.
I'm kidding. That actually sounds like a
Dude, yeah, you just talked about hating the Bubba Gump story, and I go, but now I want to parade.
No, that's.
I'm okay, Lil.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Anyone have any objections? Yeah, man. There's gonna be some.
Right.
Hilarious. So funny. No, I've never heard of a comedy one. I've just never heard of anyone planned an objective as a bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Make us go like my objection, my bad.
No, I think I might hire actors that way no one has to. That way no one. That way no one coming has to like perform. They're just guests. They get to enjoy it. That's so fun. Isn't that so fun? I love that. Yeah. Oh man.
So what about my 4-day long?
Just like prices.
Mm-hmm. You gonna play Fortnite with them that day, or are you gonna keep going?
No, I can keep going.
Okay. I hear them. I hear them on the other side of the room.
I bet.
It's time. We're in the fourth quarter. We gotta go on. That's planned well.
That's the compilation.
Are you gonna hit me with that bat for being a bad stalker?
Yeah, I'm gonna bonk you.
I quit.
You have no name tag.
I quit.
How are people gonna know who they're talking to? Can't know your name. You need to have your name tag available at all times.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Messing up, but I'm also like locked the fuck in.
Yeah. That is correct. I paid the bills. The bills have been paid.
Not.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it pays on its own.
I don't know. I'm scared.
I don't think
I'm
so.
pretty sure it does. That's if you want to pay it ahead of time.
Yeah. Don't let us play music at some point? Or am I wrong about that?
You need to buy a speaker.
I know that shit's expensive. Oh.
She started screaming at me so loud they had a few nurses run over to our room. I ended up doing the presentation and well. I leave the office and see a text on my phone that said my wife delivered an hour ago at around 10:30 a.m. and they had forceps. I would have missed the meeting had I stayed, and my dad has given me everything he could possibly give me in life, so I didn't want to let him down. Am I the asshole? I have responsibilities that I had to take care of, and while my wife is still screaming at me saying that she was alone with a
Speaker is $250. Not bad. But we have other stuff to focus on.
What happened?
$250 for a speaker.
Yeah.
Hello, remember the stories. I'm Shane. Today's team is family.
Like barely going above 200. I wouldn't buy that right now.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said we have other stuff to focus on right now.
We're running low on the blue flower.
Yeah, I just bought some right now.
Okay.
Damn, lady bought all my cheese. And quesos.
What?
She bought like 3 quesos.
Ew. Cochina.
Yeah. Oh, they're asking for you, Lily. I hear them from the distance.
Me?
Yeah. I think they're waiting for you to get on home. I told tell them that you're working right now.
I'm working.
Yeah, most people I meet, I'm like, hey, what's your family like? They're like, really good.
Boring. Next question.
We all talk. Yes, we're all in communication. Also, like, family like trees now, they're so crazy. They're so disjointed. And
Have you seen these trees?
okay, shall we get it? Our first story was posted less than 24 hours ago.
She's struggling with that box.
I'll make it. Damn it.
I can tell it's
It's just gonna.
There you go.
Noise.
Oh. Oh.
this came out less than 24 hours ago.
We have more up here.
You off my chest. This is the fact. I purchased
This
all
is empty,
my
right?
Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's empty.
Okay, support local business.
It's the exact turn I did. The turn, I was like, no. Oh.
3,
Find out.
Yeah.
2.
The title says, I purchased all of my sister's OnlyFans content. A paltry $200 to $500 every 2-ish weeks. The obvious reason is this is a throwaway.
Oh, there's no cheese. Oh my god.
Alrighty. I just cut some. Okay, we got more.
My sister, however, has been struggling.
Nobody's buying pasta.
Her boyfriend tries to provide, but he just doesn't have the income support in a meaningful way. Now comes my sister's OnlyFans. She started before the first child. And it was very
Okay, I got some more, baby.
Coffee.
I didn't care. When she found out she was
More
pregnant,
queso.
I worried about both their financial situation and, frankly, my sister's more than a few grand short of a Crayola pack. She's got I initially offered to help financially, but she has decided that she doesn't want help and can do it on her own. So I decided to enlist the help of a friend, so I don't have to do the content. To use my money to subscribe and purchase all of the content she produces, thereby providing support and a little extra help without her knowledge. Obviously, I will never reveal I am her largest supporter. I have never seen any of the content aside from a few fake pictures to confirm it was her account. I do this solely to help her, to help support my nephew since she
Oh my god, no spaghetti.
Is this wrong? I don't know. Weirdest. Yes, it does. Do I regret it? Not even slightly. So does he watch? He said no. So what he does is he gives a friend money, and that friend is a subscriber. Okay. And I don't know if that friend watches. It's a beautiful, and that's it. That's the friend. Yeah, I don't watch it. Oh, I need to know. I need to know if the friend watches. Well, I need to know what is the content. I'm assuming it's.
But it could be anything. Like, someone's literally on there with their bare ass sitting on cake.
Yeah.
Like, it's creative stuff.
So,
like, there are people like that.
Him saying that he's like, I am not watching the content. I'm assuming it's.
But it could be anything.
It could be anything. It's true.
Like, that's what I want to know.
I know. No. But I think ultimately, if all of this is true, I think this is a kind gesture. It's fine. It's sweet. And I get it. It makes her feel like, oh, well, I'm earning this money. And she is. But you know, instead of just giving her the money, she feels guilty about it.
Yeah.
To a way that.
It's really, really sweet.
It is. You don't need to call her a grand short of a Crayola pack. No, you didn't need to say that. You did not need to say that at all. No. Because I'm confused. Yeah. It hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Some comments here. This is so wholesome, even though the post has a disturbing title. I am sure there are other ways to assist, like trust and such. But for anonymous infant shorter, why not take it to the grave, though? Someone else said, while your intention is good, do you know she's making enough money from other users? You may be the only reason she is doing OnlyFans active. Oh, that could be true. Someone else said, I have a feeling that had she known she couldn't do it on her own and had she turned to you for help, she could have had a more realistic approach to the situation with a higher chance of finding a more wholesome approach. Opie responded, unfortunately, she's one of those extremely stubborn people and will vehemently deny she isn't doing it on her own, even when everything is left. Lastly, someone said, it is not weird. You found a way to support her without hurting her pride, although I think she is very short-sighted if she doesn't want your help. Kudos to you. If you want to help in other ways, try to frame it as helping her child as an uncle and not her. Give her coupons to kid stores, tell her you'll pay for extracurricular activities, etc. Pay for preschool. I think there's some offers you could probably put out there of like, hey, like, I'm my nephew, and if he's saying he makes close to $1 million, you guys, can I like set up a bunch of papers calls? There's also do something. I will say there is a betrayal of trust here, where she is allowed to say, I do not want your help. And he is actually saying, you don't need that book anymore.
No, he's not saying that to her.
He absolutely is.
No, I think saying that to her face is one thing, but then silently forcing her.
Silently doing the things that she doesn't want him to do.
Want to get the best,
So,
award-winning premium best, and exclusive pattern and style. So you can keep mixed color going in the bedroom. When it's best in matching.
interesting.
I don't know if it's as like black and white as that, because I feel like
Oh no, it's definitely good.
but this is
Interesting
tough, because
story.
right, she doesn't want it.
What are we renaming it to?
I kind of like the come and go one, but or Kmart, either one.
Okay.
Come and go. That's great.
Yeah, come and go.
It has K in it.
Yeah, let's leave it at come and go. There you go. I love that you added K. That's great. Did you see the name?
Super Mario font.
You want to see the name of the store you're working at?
Nice.
Like double French. Okay, I'm probably ready for that.
I have it written down for the list.
Okay. White. Okay.
Okay.
I do not want your help. I do not want
Please, we know.
She wants to make it on her own.
She wants another person's money.
Yeah, I honestly would feel bad for that long. But you honestly, you're right. You should do some leadership.
That's a big box.
Big book.
Where you want the big box?
Bridged. Yeah, just put it down for now, and then we'll just shift this stuff into the big one.
Okay. Grab the cheese.
Cheese.
So I guess one other comments.
Da leche.
Driver. I don't know how much money she's making. Right. I'm not really sure how the bands. But I
Because our next thing is going to be
License?
yeah, the new license is going to be soda and juice, so we're going to need another fridge.
License 550. Yeah, you're right. Either we do that one or we do the cake, candy, cereal, chocolate bar, and yogurt. They're both the same price.
Need another shelf.
We'll see when we get there. I think most likely the sodas first.
Okay.
Yeah, you may want. You're close to needing that double shelf.
Yeah.
Sure.
After that, we'll go to the double shelf and get the next license.
it's really tough.
I've never gone this far.
Yay!
My experience.
To drive around in a car and buy wholesale.
We have a car?
Eventually we'll get to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Dang.
Give me
your fucking money.
Put it in the bag. Put it in.
Yeah.
I was gonna whack him, but I have a feeling it does work on NPCs.
Uh-oh.
For some of my earliest improv shows, there's no one in the audience.
Maybe you can do a bystander.
I was vocal, and I still felt like I was just like, I don't know, like, it's support from your family, especially as a young artist, is crucial. Yeah. Right? Like you need
Get
it.
her. Get her. She's competing with my heels.
It don't work. Sad though.
Dang.
I wish it did.
From the MC Improv show.
Yeah, gosh. Then I remember like when I was little and I like had a lemonade stand and no one would come and my mom like came and bought. Well, and she was like, "You still made lemonade and had a business today." And I was like, "Yeah, but you bought it. It was for other people."
Give me my allowance. I am so curious about this. It's fun to go. Does he watch it? Does he watch it?
You think you're buying a bunch of flour.
For many reasons to buy.
I know your whole family is the one who subscribed. They're like, "Great job, honey." You're
like all the tickets we were selling for like Watch the Sitcom was all of our parents.
Yeah.
And we're like, "Here," and we're like, "Yes, all of our friends."
Yeah. We talked about the Dynasty typewriter. It was just like in the audience. I'm like,
Okay. Get some stuff outside now.
Okay.
I'm the asshole for telling my family no more to monthly family dinners. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. This is fun for me because this is not something I relate to. My family lives out of state, so I've never experienced like having family where it's like, oh, we meet up regularly.
You've never thought it under your head that it's Sunday nights off.
Oh shit. Okay. Ever since my dad was a kid, our family has done monthly family dinners. Nicer ones than your average family dinner. It's something our family did when my siblings and I were kids too. We'd have grandparents over and we'd all have a nicer dinner together. When my siblings and I grew up, we still did it only instead of what happened before, where branches broke off over time and did their own. They decided we should include partners, our spouses, and our kids as a whole in one. At the time I was 19, the family had decided they would take turns hosting each month to lessen the burden. My wife was excited to be part of this. We started during our relationship. I did the baby the same.
With the help of zero accounting software, I've got the right information about you. The business is free. Toppings for each $9.99 online. Say I do to getting extras without paying extra for $9.99.
I'll hire a cash guy.
Many stories like this. Demote.
Yeah.
Demote. What is demote? Like
Demote my dog.
I'm assuming previous stories on Reddit have been like when a family member has a kid, have the same name.
I think he's gonna come in, right?
There was there's a famous story where I had a cat named Nigel, and then someone had oh, happy first birthday, don't you name your baby Nigel? Didn't they? No, it was a fiance, that teenage whatever, and they started calling the fiance because the cat was named Nigel. So there's Nigel and human Nigel. Awesome. Yeah, there's a couple stories. There was one where I think someone had a pug named Doug or something, and then someone had a fiance named Doug, so they started calling him Doug too. It's incredible. That's fun though. That's awesome. I know. Dude, I'd be all in.
If my brother's daughter comes out next door, I'm like, hell yeah, welcome to the family.
If I met someone in like my cat named Jane, I'd go, no way! I'd be stoked. All right. 26-year-old woman had a dog named Charlie. Charlie is a golden retriever I adopted 4 years ago, and he's my best buddy. My sister, Emily, 29, recently had her first child, a baby boy. She and her husband named him Charlie. At first, I thought it was funny and didn't really think much of it. But then Emily pulled me aside during a family gathering and said it was confusing and disrespectful for me to keep calling my dog Charlie, now that her son has the same name. She asked me to rename my dog. I told her no. Charlie has been his name for 4 years, he knows it, responds to it, and it's on all his paperwork. Changing it would be weird for him and for me. She got really upset and said it's not fair for her son to share a name with the dog. especially in family settings. She thinks it'll lead to jokes and confusion as her son grows up. My parents have weighed in, and while my dad says it's ridiculous, I'm going to change my dog's name. My mom says I should just consider it, keep the peace. Now Emily's barely speaking to me, and a few family members need peace. I have no idea how I'm in the wrong here. The world's gone crazy. I love my dog, and I didn't name him to spite anyone. I don't think it's not my fault he chose to be a family. Am I the asshole? No.
I'd say you have the right of way because you were first.
Yeah.
If it was the other way, I feel like it's who's first.
They willingly named their son Charlie, knowing that the dog is a pretty cute dog is named Charlie. For years, that's just the case. And like, especially with a kid, it's like you're making that choice. You know, even with Beyonce's situation, almost like, sorry, that's the pet's name. Yeah, that's their name. Yeah.
I feel like it's easier to change your name as a human. Pet's name, it's hard to change it to get them to listen to something else. My dog can't hear as it is. If I changed it up on him, it would be so hard to get him to like respond.
He'd be so confused.
Yeah, honestly, you know what I would do? Because most I would do. If I could fix up, I'd say, fine. My dog's Charles. But we're not losing Charles. Charles.
You know? Yeah. We're not losing the Charles.
I feel like we'll do like his God-given
Charles.
name is feasible, but I'm not changing his name entirely.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely insane. Comments here. There was a post years ago about a guy who had a cat named Nigel. His sister, a roommate, started dating someone named Nigel, so they called the cat Nigel and the got human Nigel. Charlie the dog is already Charlie. It shouldn't be a big deal. Baby Charlie doesn't care, only the parents do. If it was a problem, they could have easily prevented it. You're not the asshole. Last someone said, adopt a second dog, name it Emily. I was about to say the same.
Wait,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of funny though. You know, sometimes you meet people, sometimes they're like, Angela's my middle name. My first name is, but we had to change it because my brother had a dog. Like, it's kind of funny to
That's
think
pretty
about.
funny. That is pretty funny. I hate to say this. I am a little skeptical of this story. I'm a little skeptical it could be.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Reading it, they use a semicolon in perfect form. And I'm like,
No one uses
nobody's using semicolons. Nobody's using semicolons here. The story's a little too perfectly just kind of laid out.
Okay, here's the question. Why are AI stories on Reddit? What's the...
People are farming karma. Like, karma is kind of like how you generate a profile on Reddit. So if you post things that get a lot of interaction, your profile gets more karma. And then you kind of like, your post gets seen by more people. You kind of like, it's kind of being an influencer on that, right? Being verified. It's a little bit like verification.
Incentive to make a big story, but now...
Yeah, people farm it. And it's really lame. But there were some things that I can't...
Why the fuck did I say for staff? He's not even fucking here.
You can bring in a little more.
He didn't even show up to work yesterday.
You hired somebody?
Yeah, we did.
Because he was doing training.
I guess.
You got a cashier?
Yeah, we got a cash.
Nice.
Oh, it didn't go through. Weird.
Oh, he's here now.
Oh, there he is.
I think there was a mix-up. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sir,
I think
sir,
one was on the other thing.
that's not formal attire. Not proper attire for work.
It's actually too formal, I think. Anyway. Alright. You gonna buy some stuff, Stinky? A tablet?
Look, I've spoken about how I feel about AI. I'm very scared by it. I don't like it. But it will be funny because all the sci-fi books for decades were like, AI is going to take over the world. What if we finally create true artificial intelligence and it's a new world? Yeah. And it's really stupid. Yeah. Like, what if it's really dumb? Like, imagine creating new intelligence and it's an idiot. And we're advanced. Halfway through, if God comes out, he's like, now you know how I feel. We're like, wow, okay.
Okay, well, Charlie.
And a stalker, wow.
If this is real, we don't know.
Ultimately, we don't really know. That's what sucks. But That's our speculation. And
With some broken arms.
that's also why sometimes some people might talk themselves into typing out stories. We don't know that, and ultimately, people farm. Hear your boy. People farm on.
I want pictures by human Nigel.
Yeah. Today's Red Stories is brought to you by ZocDoc. We've all woken up with a scratchy throat or just feeling a little bit off. Gone to Google, trying to figure out what's wrong with us. We've all gone down that rabbit hole, but now it's time to get the care you really need with ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search for high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about booking in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, primary care to urgent care, more. Plus, appointments made through ZocDoc also happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same day. I beat ZocDoc. It was the reason I finally got our doctor's appointment after so many years of postponing it. There was really no excuse. The app is so simple and make it too simple to ignore. So stop putting off those doctor's
That's some more
appointments.
stuff.
ZocDoc.com/hitreddit to find and Google for your doctor. That's ZocDoc.com/hitreddit. ZocDoc.com/hitreddit.
Insulate your home and reduce utility costs with honeycomb cellular shades. Save up to 50% on honeycomb shades right now. Visit selectbuildings.com today.
Today's Reddit Stories is also brought to you by Quince. Look, I love Scott, but finding good,
Some more
high-quality
stuff.
can be pretty expensive. Now, though, with Quince, you can get great
Oh, the checkout is full.
quality and aren't to break the bank. Quince has all the must-haves like Mongolian cashmere crew-neck sweaters from $50, iconic 100% leather jackets, and versatile pyramid activewear. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, single, responsible fabric, along with premium fabrics and finishes. I love that. I got this from Quince. It's a nice corduroy jacket, and I'm amazed at the quality of it, and it wasn't that expensive. I also did get a cashmere sweater from them that I love. It's going to be in the closet for years. Indulge in affordable luxury. Go to quince.com/pickbetter for free shipping.
Another cash register.
Yeah, I think so too.
Shipping 265 days. Quince.com/pickbetter. Okay, next story. Am I the asshole for doing a half-assed job taking family pictures at a wedding after being told to shut up and stop being a smartass? You know this one's real. You know right off the bat this one's real.
Also, families and weddings.
Boy.
It's the coffee and the creamer. It's creamer in my coffee.
I was taking pictures at a family wedding as a favor. I was being paid about half of what I normally charge, and I was fine with it. Bride is my favorite cousin, and her husband is amazing. During the formals, the wedding party was great, and I got lots of great shots. When it came time to take pictures of different family groups with the couple, people were assholes. They wouldn't stop talking or looking away from the camera. I tried politely reminding everyone that the camera was the big black thing on the tripod, and that it took still images, not video. I was repeatedly told to shut up and stop being a smartass, and that they knew what a camera was. I asked my wife to record a video of the responses for me. My cousin was delighted with the pictures from the ceremony, the formals, and the reception. She laughed her ass off at the family pictures. In about half of them, people are looking off in all directions instead of at the camera. In most of those, there are also people with their mouths open. She thought they were hilarious and her husband agreed. I started getting shit on social media from my family about the terrible pictures. I replied that I had tried to explain to them that the camera was the big black thing with the tripod, and that the only thing was still pictures. They said I should have waited for them to be ready. So I started posting short video clips of people being jackasses. That's awesome. My mom said that I went too far and that they won't ask me to take pictures for them again. I did a fake cry and said boo-hoo. She called me a smart owl. Please let me state that I do not think I am an asshole in this situation, but many people do. They are upset because they don't often dress up and get together and they didn't get good pictures.
But also, I don't know how he was telling them, but like, it sounds like he's already kind of rude in general.
And like, it's the camera's the big black thing on the tripod.
Like, if I'm drunk at a wedding, I'm gonna be like, what an asshole. Like, you're sure. Like, hey guys, everyone over here in 3. If we're right here, it's the last time we're gonna think. I guess it takes a lot of energy.
Wrangling people is tough. Wrangling drunk people.
Anthony's really good at it.
You are.
It's weird. It's like I'm Caesar Milan.
With Caesar Milan, that's such a good sketch idea. Caesar Milan people. Oh my god.
Got two boxes of discounted bread.
Okay. Accept Lily. As much you're free.
Yeah, you can do it from the register. Nice.
Video without like permission and saying, look at you guys, take great.
You know, it's also like, you want to social media, how bad the pictures are, bitch. I'll show you what they're bad. Don't comment on my profile telling me how the pictures are bad. Then you would reason. Here's the reason. You look at your comment. You know what? Now you would stupid.
You know what it makes me think of? Because this happens a lot, right? Where people, it's no longer just celebrities, like you called out, their behavior about it, they say something. People in public, if you're going to say a horrible thing to somebody, people are filming and it might get posted and you might get outed as being like saying this awful thing. Yeah. And what people often respond with is like, you don't know the full context, you don't know what that person is saying to me. It's like, too bad you said what you said. Yeah. If you're being a jackass to someone, if you're saying something that's going to make you look bad, even kind of out of context, like you don't have to be aware of that. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm saying that that's kind of the reality we're in sometimes.
Yeah.
It is tough. I guess I'd say the only thing that I could maybe see this person being an asshole is talking to this cousin before they post it. Because by posting this stuff, it is going to stir up stuff. It might like stuff for them because it was their wedding. Well, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I'm getting the vibe that the cousin probably.
Yeah. I understand. It's sad, like when you got the family pictures. You needed those pictures. We were all together, like whatever. We all dressed up. But at the end of the day, private happened. That's like a private group.
Yeah, and that's kind of all that matters. Yeah. Comments, not the asshole. The photos are an accurate reflection of their behavior on the day. The only people whose opinions matter about the photos are the bridal group. They've embarrassed themselves and don't like that their online tantrum turned around. It's easier to be right until one steps forward. Someone said, I used to do wedding photography, and this happened from time to time. I sometimes assumed that the disrespect was due to me being a woman, and sometimes that they were just oblivious or drunk. I would try to make comments the same way you did to various results. The bottom line is that if they want good photos, they have the responsibility to cooperate. It's stunning how many people don't get that. They're jerks for not cooperating and then blaming you. You did what you could with what they gave you. Lots of someone said, everyone's sucks here, but not for taking half-ass photos. You get what you pay for, and this is why you don't ask a family member to take photos of your big event, because it causes more drama if everyone isn't satisfied.
That's so true.
Ultimately, they're the ones who didn't take you seriously, so the shitty pictures are on them. But you did feel the need to air your family's dirty laundry over social media instead of taking the high road and just ignoring it. So yeah, that's an asshole move and means you suck too.
Okay, that's the biggest point here. It's all tiring family for this.
It also brings in context of people were not taking the seriously in family. Yeah. So they're just like, oh.
The way you kind of look like a pumpkin.
The take was like, through it like.
You're wearing like a bright orange shirt.
Photographer.
But you have a green, well, like a teal apron.
Yeah.
But the family member is easy to kind of shrug it off.
Yeah.
Fairfield did 4. These were a secret one. To a standard U.S. rifle model 1903, this weighs in at 10 pounds with an overall length of 40.4 inches.
Put our top back in mid-position, take our bow tie and slide in our header sequence. All the way, lock her down, and for the 40-round magazine, you want to in, back, forward, and rapid. Starts the action. She's ready to fire. Went from 30-06 manual operation to 30-30 semi-auto in this thing is weird. Recoil is nothing with a 32 caliber pistol cartridge. Unfortunately, jams are frequent, as there's barely any room for the extractor and the firing pin acts as the ejector, but we did manage some good consecutive shots. Overall, the concept is unique, but it doesn't feel too practical for use during this time period. Even if it works, it's longer, heavier, and less powerful than a simple sewing gun. If you'd like to know more, subscribe to the announcement.
Bend it down, go back on the charging handle. Not coming out, set it up down, put it right back.
I don't know how many times you're going to see this video. If you don't know how to run your power tool, I recommend you read the owner's manual and you don't make a video teaching potentially millions of people how to run the machine poorly. You want to unload an M1 Garand before it's completely empty. Pull the charging handle to the rear first, and then you press the clip latch. If you do it the other way around, the gun's just going to want to get jammed up on you. So what do when the gun is jammed up due to our own stupidity? Well, I tell you, we do not step on the rifle. We put our thumb on the outside handle and we swing the butt stop on a firm surface like a table. Do not step on the rifle. This gun was designed by a genius and does not need to be opened in that way unless some kind of catastrophic event occurs.
Bend it down, go back on the charging handle. Out, set it like that, quarter wrist back.
Hey, Brad, do you think about CRT? Man, I gotta show you. They told you about the side effects, right? But think about it. You have to dose this.
Yeah, it's tough when you like hire. I had a friend like hire a lot of friends to do her wedding, and it's just a different environment because she also wanted her friends to enjoy the wedding as well. And if you're on the clock, you're also not. You're also enjoying yourself drinking. It's like it's kind of the flip side a little bit.
There's a lot of situations, and I mean, I think I relate to this as far as the industry goes, right? When you're doing a project.
Once this day ends, we'll put an order. We'll get the new stuff and then put an order in for all the stuff.
That's what I'm thinking.
No need to rush so we don't bankrupt ourselves.
Am I out? Where am I out?
it's a different dynamics. It can be stressful. Yeah, bring about a lot of stuff. So yeah, I think with weddings, it's really
Yeah, because they could just be mad at somebody else. You know, like that's what gets yelled. I think that you don't have to personally.
And once the wedding's done, they're out of the picture. That's true. Our next story. Are we ready? Yeah. It's just 15 days ago. Are you ready, Kermit the Frog? Yeah. Okay, so this is recent. Am I the asshole for having 2 twin beds in my guest room instead of a queen and refusing to let my in-laws change the room? Oh. Yeah. I read it. This happened earlier this year, and my in-laws are no longer staying. Background info. My husband and I, both 24, have been married for 2 years. I am a social worker, and my husband works as an electrician. We own a 3-bed, 2-bath. We have our bedroom, our home office, and a guest bedroom. My state foster care system is one of the worst in the country. There isn't anywhere close to enough foster homes to meet the total number of children in care. As a result of this, children often get stuck in hospitals, psych facilities, group homes, etc. Oftentimes, we have children that have to sleep at the seat. Am I the asshole for taking my daughter to Disneyland? Okay.
Right.
Sorry. I kind of already think I'm not, but my family is convincing me I am. I, a 28-year-old woman, went on a vacation with my daughter, who's 5, and my husband, who's 29. As a last vacation.
Everything.
Yeah,
Is there anything else I want to rearrange?
Me, my mom.
Okay, so not yet. We're good. Oh, the one.
Said that we never went back. I thought this was irrational since it was my mom's favorite place. We went at least once a year growing up. That whole ordeal, my mom hated it. So when me and my husband wanted to go on a before baby arrives vacation, we decided to go to Disneyland for around 3 days. My daughter loves the princesses and the idea of magic, so when we told her, she was overjoyed. I told my mom when we were at lunch together and we were going on a trip.
Just all in the other fridge, wherever we can.
Yeah.
This needs another shelf. Supposedly. Well, whatever.
And the other one. This one over here.
Yeah, the shelf milk. You get part.
I feel like I should have separated the juice from the Coca-Cola.
You still can. I got it. Okay. Hey, how much for? Let me see. How much for the storage room?
800.
800. Okay. You probably save up for that because we're gonna start flooding the building with boxes if we don't get that.
Yeah.
And we need a stalker at some point. Eventually, we'll get the stalker.
Oil.
Oil.
Alright. I'm gonna crack open.
Thank you.
I was extremely confused because I honestly bad
Using grammar a little wrong.
Most stories we read have some bad grammar that we fix. Am I the asshole for taking my daughter to Disneyland? Okay.
But what else is going on?
I kind of already said not, but my family is convincing me I am. I, a 28-year-old woman, went on a vacation with my daughter, 5, and my husband, who's 29, as a last vacation before we're a family of 4. I'm 7 months pregnant, and we wanted to spend time with our daughter before her brother. When I was around 13, me, my mom, my dad, and my little brother
can be whimsical. And there's something about Lego that embodies that same type of spirit, that inner creative spark. Find the recipe that brings joy, find the Lego set that brings you joy, and happy birthday. I'm Emily Fedner. I'm a chef. Food is fun. It can be whimsical. And there's something about Lego.
Brian Mayer, I'm a teacher, educator, right? Today we're here at Wyford Farm. Down. So the first thing that we're going to do is remove the leaf lard. Leaf lard is the most neutral of all fats, which means it doesn't have a lot of taste to it. Traditionally, we use pie crust and stuff like that before the advent of the short. So right here, I'm just kind of removing a bit of the flank section. This is just sort of a preliminary step. We'll come back later to the sirloin section. But just to get this away. And also makes it a little bit easier to pull the tender. So along with the leaf lard, one of the first things we'll do is also remove the kidneys. Kidneys are wonderful. I usually grind them with my grind, put them into sausage. So here I just follow along the lumbar vertebrae right to where it turns into the sacral vertebrae and right into the H bone. And I just follow along a very natural seam. It can be very easy to pull off the tenderloin once you sever this first it's all right. So here we're going to remove this shoulder section. For our purposes today, I was counting between the 5th and 6th. That's traditionally where a jaw would be broken. If we were cutting for charcuterie, we would want to elongate certain muscles, so we would cut between, say, the 6th and 7th for charcuterie. And what I'll be able to do is basically join. So I'll be able to remove this section without sawing. And what that does is that helps the life of the carcass. I'm not sawing through something, so I'm not generating heat, which will cause the muscles to oxidize. And I'm also not injecting a little bit of the bone fat into the muscles. So now I'm going to remove just a little bit more of that flank section. And you can see back here with that skin, this hog is hung for about 7 days, so it's really dry. So the skin is pretty tough to break through. So I'm just moving it out of the way because what I want to do is expose this last vertebrae in the lumbar section. And what I'll be able to do here is the same thing. I'll use the weight of the animal to join small. And then so the last cut is to separate the belly from the loin section. And here we want to make sure that we get a nice enough of a tag and it's enough of a good bone on the pork chop without cutting our bellies incredibly short. The bellies can turn bacon. Bacon is a great value-added product in pictures. Everybody loves bacon, so it's definitely within the best interest if possible. So these are the 4 primals: your shoulder, loin, belly, and ham, along with your tenderloin, beef lard, kidney, and that. And then from here we're going to break them down. So we've got the shoulder section here, which consists of the butt, the picnic, and then a hop and a trotter. Here what we're doing is removing the trotter from the rest of the arm bone. I was planning to do zamponi, but with the skin being as dry as it was, I thought maybe we'd joint the leg instead. So first, the trotter comes off. Then we're going to locate the joint between the ulna, the radius, and the humerus. We'll cut across, and then we'll use the weight of the entire shoulder to break that piece off. And so we're going to saw the picnic and the butt in half, right along this natural curve. We don't want to saw through muscle, but we'll stop. We'll make a cut. And then again, a bit of the scapula is still in. So we'll stop, we'll saw again, and go through that bone. Once we're through that bone, so now we have our 2 sections. We have the top portion, which is the butt, and the bottom. So here, just removing the spine. And that's a really great cut to who are making something like pork. And so what you would do is you take those bones along with some fat, spices, and some alcohol, cook those things down, drain off the fat, peel the meat off the bone, put that meat in the jar, and pour the fat on top of it for it to solidify rather than dead. Here what I'm doing is I'm seaming out the longissimus muscle and some of the other shoulder muscles, and I'm just following right along the shoulder blade. Very natural seam there, and you can just peel right away. And there I'm just pulling off a little bit of that excess fat. That fat will get used in sausage, that fat will get rendered as a cooked with later, and the skin is really great. take skin and turn it into things like futuromas, or we can just add it to our stock. So here I'm just following this very natural scene, and I'm removing the longissimus muscles, which will make up the copa, from the bottom portion of that muscle, which is the serratus, which will get cut into the pork tender. So here I'm just removing a bit of the scapula that's still left in. Traditionally, this would get turned into sausage. And I think it's really pretty that we pull the top half of this section away and use this for steaks and for roasts. And we're really trying to minimize the amount of turn. So here I'm just following along the natural scene and remove a little bit of the skin. And what we can do is we're going to all this skinless pork roast. These muscles in this particular part are pretty tough, so they're getting low to break down all that connective tissue and collagen. Here I'm following the natural scene, and what I'm moving would be what's short or spare. These I'll leave whole, or what I can do is cut them into individual spare ribs. One of the really great things about pig is every bit is usable. From the blood, from the skin, from all the offal that's allowed to be used. I think that the only one that we're not allowed to use are the lungs, but really everything gets taken that they can really exemplify all that. What I'm pulling off here is something that you don't normally see, and it's the pork brisket. And again, it's just another way to have a sort of more usable, versatile cooking roast. I'm going to take the remaining section and I'm going to tie that up into a full roast. And here I'm just basically squaring it off, making it into sort of a more full loose cut. So here's a breakdown of the shoulder. Now what I'm going to do is that's the way that it flanks the rib.
We are beautiful. All of our I know we are. We are beautiful.
So I'm just removing silver skin. Maybe if there's excess fat, I'm getting sort of lots of nuts. One of the things that I love to do with hogs is pierce the skin, let the texture escape while it slow cooks. So that'll get that hot skin. Here I'm taking the spare ribs, and all I'm doing is just separating them right between ribs. So that's the pork brisket. Some excess fat. Again, something that you don't normally see, but it's a fun cut. Here we're just kind of removing some of that excess fat, and that'll go in records, or that'll go in sausage, and then you get the skin gets used.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Which is one.
Next we're buying is storage, right?
Yeah.
The weekend's been fast.
Yep.
Lately.
And then we'll be close to getting a restocker, which will just completely change the game.
Great, but it's a long another thing that you can do with skin is
Do you have work tomorrow, Lily?
Yes.
so now
Ew. Nasty.
Yes. Adulting is gross.
That is true.
And again, I can smoke this, or I can just very easily just put it in the oven at very low temperature. It's going to take some section. Usually, I think we'll just try this, which will keep the shape more consistent. So we'll take the shower. we'll expose the center of that product and that collagen, and we'll run crunchings over to our stomach. Next up, we have all the longissimus muscles. Those are the longest muscles within the arm. So it'll be the chop or is the copa, and that's what we're going to do here. Is we are going to copa roast, but then also cut the bolts. So here are the final cuts from our shoulder. Not all you apply this. The next section that
What do
we
you
have.
want, big back?
So here I'm just following along the spare rib bone, long sweeping strokes, trying to leave as much muscle as I can on the belly side and trying to remove the spare ribs if it's possible. Because the belly, turning it into bacon, is a great way for butchers to have that kind of process. So here I'm just going to follow along the natural seam. So you can see the cut for this easy. There's lots of opinions as to where secreto comes from. I like to pull it from the belly because it's accessible flavor. Here I'm moving a little bit of the gland section. Unfortunately, glands are one of the things that you really can't use very physically. So something like this you don't want to do. So the main part of the belly would be bacon. Bacon really is just soft bacon. Maybe a little bit of smoke. That'll be many different kinds of bacon, from streaky bacon or slab bacon, Canadian bacon, French or jowl bacon, so many different kinds of bacon. And these are the cuts that you. So next up we have the loin section, which includes the tendon. There's lots of different cuts that we can get off the loin, bone out, roast, steaks. So what we're going to do here is we're going to remove this section of the loin from the rest of the loin.
Your baby raging.
And then removing all the muscle without having to saw. We'll later turn that into bone. So here what I've opted to do is cut a different style of pork chop with the chine patty. So I'm splitting between each vertebrae, sawing through a bit of the rib section, and then just following along the natural path. So I'll remove a full pork chop. The other thing I like to do with these is leave all the fat as well as the skin. They have a few different muscles included in there that are going to change the texture, and that texture is going to. So to counter that, nice and fatty, skin. For the remainder of one, what I'm going to do is chine. I'm lining my saw right up to the base. Just a couple of bursts. And once I'm through that section, I take the tip of my blade and I'll work around each little piece of the bird. So here I'm just following down the feather bones that are on the back side of the spine, and we'll remove this section of the vertebrae. And again, I'll save this for stock. So here I'm just following the bone through the vertebrae and just cutting some bone-in pork chops. Here, the skin will be off as well. Check out the deck. So this is a part of the loin towards the rear of the animal, back towards the area. Finger bones. So I've removed the spine, finger bones, skinned it, and here I'm just removing excess fat. And so it's a balance between too much fat, too little fat. Me personally, I love a ton of fat, but it's something that we consistently have to teach customers. And here I'm just scored again just for some presentation, and then I'll top it. And that time will keep it in a more uniform shape. That will be. So the last part, we're going to tie something that's sort of traditional on reverse. So we're going to tie what is essentially a pork standing. Okay, now, in the full amount of fat, we have to. exposed French openings. And really, this is personally. So to go ahead and French a bone, first we break any of the intercostal. Yeah, I believe water. You got some water? And then really.
Can you give me a cup of ice?
Like I kind of do a version.
A lot of ice. Oh, I can't order anymore.
Some people really want to see clean bones. I think I'd leave some meat on there just because it's so tough. So here we're going to remove the skin. And again, we're left with the fat, all of which will be. So the tenderloin is the most tender muscle in the body. What that equates to is a lack of fat. So to help mitigate that, I leave a good amount of fat, as much fat as I possibly can. But one of the things that we will have to remove is the silver skin, so that fascia isn't going to break down roasted loin. Here are the final cuts from the loin that you'll likely see in the picture. So here we have the final traditional primal, the ham with the sirloin. So much like we did on the front arm, we're going to do on the rear. Removing the rear trotter is very similar to the front trotter. We're going to look for that joint for the liver articulation in the tarsal bone, and we're going to cut around and use tape to help us separate that from that bone.
Interesting. I think Joya just hopped on Fortnite.
What we're going to do is we're going to peel forward around the sirloin. So first we'll remove part of the sacral vertebrae, and then we'll remove part of the hip that's still attached to each bone. And what that allows me to do is make sure I just remove the bone and not the whole muscle. So it's a much cleaner way to remove those bones. So I'll cut between that cartilage, remove a bit of the hip, then I'll work around the remaining section of the hip up into the H bone, around the femur, and then pull out that section. The H bone is a fairly tricky bone to remove. There is a tendon that's attached to it. So it's one of the reasons why I don't dislocate it. The rear hock is a little bit different than the front arm in that the...
Just checking what we need.
So we'll remove the tibia from the femur by locating an area just below the patella. And that area right below the patella allows us to sever that section. So now we can remove the sirloin section in case we want on top of the tip of the femur. And as you can see, we get a much more full piece of sirloin. Great for cutting steaks or turning most of it. So here's the breakdown of the ham. Next, I'll cut them down even further into parts that you can see. So here again, I'm just skinning and taking off some of that excess fat. We're going to a lot of flavor. There's a lot of muscle groups in there, so that texture is adding some flavor. I like it much better.
Right. So how's the storage work? Do we have to put stuff in there?
Yeah, and the four primary.
You need to buy racks. Well, eventually.
Actually, let me, I'll get the rack later because that's about to make reference. There we go.
Okay.
So here we're following scoring and following right around the feet. There's a very natural seam there that connects the top round to the bottom round. And we'll remove the top round along those bottom sides. So here what we're doing is removing this top half. This is the silver spinal. The cut that you'll see is butcher shops in the case, but you can totally use this cut in the corn case as well. It's very thin, it's quick cooking, and definitely a great cut for a couple of portions. There's a good amount of fat on it, so we'll trim that off, as well as the So with the remainder of the muscles on the leg, what I'd like to do here is just...
Are you watching something about butchering something?
And then that femur bone is going into stock. So the remainder of the muscles, the bottom round, the eye round, sirloin, traditionally would either be left together for a ham.
What are you watching?
Watching a guy break down an entire pig. Explain what all the cuts are.
Have you tried a whole pig before or no? I
Like
Gabby,
breaking one down, or that like something
you
with
know
a
how
whole
some
pig?
people some people roast the whole pig. That's what I mean.
I think I told you like years ago, but sometimes my dad's side does like a whole ass pig, like lechon, like Filipino lechon.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's more Filipino thing because I remember Gabby loves it a lot.
Yeah, but it's definitely a tradition because it's a whole ass fucking pig. It's like $100.
Yeah, it's a giant pig.
Yeah, some families like roast it themselves like over a fire.
I think it's nice. It's just a lot of
A
time
lot of
and
work. Have
effort.
to
Yeah.
evenly cook it, make sure it's cooked inside.
Yep. I think it would be good.
Yeah. I prefer having someone else, like a professional, do it because
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust myself to roast it myself.
You think if we do Thanksgiving together, would we deep fry a turkey? Attempt to?
We could try.
We'll definitely have to learn.
Yeah.
Never tried a deep fried turkey.
I probably have my dad too, Jess.
Yeah. I think your dad taught Tiffany anyway.
Yeah, or he was going to. I think he did.
Mm-hmm. Juice? Oh, this is orange juice. Juice.
Need more soda. Need more Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Coca-Cola and juice.
Yeah.
Okay. Or we have flour and bread too. We need a little more flour. Go ahead and more though. Could you eat a whole pig, Lily? Could you do it?
Not the whole thing by myself, no.
Where's your index card?
My index card?
Give me funky money.
Congratulations. Are y'all still playing Fortnite or no?
No, I don't.
Y'all got off already?
Yeah.
Damn, y'all lost?
No, we did one once.
Y'all won once.
What?
Oh. Anything else? Do we have more? Oh. So a small rack is 200, and then a tall rack is 250. Is that what you're
I
talking
was
about?
gonna get a tall one.
Okay, I'll go ahead and get one.
Yeah.
all rack in.
Rack goes in storage.
Yeah, I put it in storage.
Okay.
I'll let you move it around how you want it.
By level 15 we should be able to get our soccer. We're almost there, we're level off. We got they buy shoulder.
Okay, I guess we gotta stock up on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Need to order some more of that. Alright, you can accept it now.
Yeah.
All it's ordered. And we also need oil, not oil.
Let's pick it up.
We got Emily851 saying, "Yo, howdy, partner."
Howdy. Mowdy.
Mm-hmm. Shoulder.
Shoulder. Oh, how do you want to do the storage rack, by the way? Oh, you're gonna put stuff on it? Okay.
Eventually, once we get the stock there, he'll put it on the shelf for us, and then he'll pull it off for us.
Can we afford to double shelf stuff?
Another double shelf?
Like make a whole row of bread, whole row of flour, whole row of sugar.
I don't think we're gonna need that just yet because you can put multiple in one slot. Eventually, once we get like way bigger.
Okay.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
How much is the next license? Another 550.
Yeah. I'm trying to make it more manageable so we don't struggle.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
How many more, right? Yeah, we do.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that was weird.
You know what?
I'm going to pull off a little bit of that excess fat. I'm going to pull off the patella, the kneecap, which is still in the sirloin tip. And then I'm going to tie each of these into individual roasts.
Find the recipe that brings joy. Find the Lego set that brings you joy. Find the recipe that brings joy. Find the Lego set that brings you joy. Happy birthday. We are beautiful. All of us. I know we are.
My name is Jason Yang, and I'm a butcher at Fleischer's Craft Butchery.
There you
Today,
go.
I'm going to break down half a steer to all the cuts you would see in your local butcher shop. So we're starting off with the round, which is the rear leg on the steer. So you're going to get a lot of nice big roasts out of here. Right now, I'm actually removing the oyster steak, which is a little steak that sits on top of the H bone, which is a very tender, juicy, tasteful cut, which is actually a nice butcher's cut that we usually take home. So you're rarely going to see it outside of a craft butcher shop.
This fucker gave me a $100 bill to break down.
Sever and hold the femur in place. So you want to make sure that you sever those tendons as you remove this, so that you can get the shank off easier. You can start getting access to the other muscles and start bundling them. The H bone is great for stock, so we'll cut that up later. Right now, I'm actually taking the shank off, and I'm using the leverage of the table so I get through these tough tendons. You hear an athlete tearing their ACL, or MCL, or PCL, or LCL. I'm tearing it through all of them right now. So removing the shank, which is going to be a tough bundle of muscles, but it's great for braising. So if you cook it properly and braise beef from the shank, you can make some of the most unctuous, delicious meals. So now we start unbundling the four muscles that we're looking at. We're looking at our top round, we have our knuckle, we have our eye round, and the bottom round. And you're going to see that this is interesting because it's all seamed, so we can actually see the muscles in operation. Right now I'm kind of pulling the cap, which is the muscle that sits on top of the top round. So I'm just peeling that away, starting to open this up, and you're going to see some nice seams open. It's really satisfying to do this. I'm literally just pulling out for the first quarter-inch. And now, as I pull it away,
Who wants to do delivery? You want to do delivery, Lizzie? Or you want to stop?
the rounds revealed.
Okay, I'll do a delivery.
It's right on.
What the hell am I doing?
So now we're
Oil?
left with our femur bone, which is going to be what we're going to attack next, so we can get access to the other muscles. The femur bone is going to be our longest marrow bone in the steer. So
I think you have 2 deliveries.
we have a nice marrow bone here.
Do I have to check out or just go?
Excellent stock. The marrow bone is cut in rounds or canoe.
Yeah, just put all the stuff in the bag and then run over to them on the map.
Now I'm separating.
Yeah, there's right. There's 2 of them.
We have our knuckle here, our sirloin tip, which sits right next to our bottom round.
It's times when you have a lot of time.
It's time, 6 minutes.
Yeah, you do have a lot of time, but it is time.
How do I know where to go? Where's the map say? Oh, I
The
see it.
map. You can also put a marker on it.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, then one of them just wants peanut butter. That's correct.
A single thing of peanut butter.
Cook this with a medium slice of meat, pretty nice. So now we have our bottom round. It's going to be a little bit more tender, but the whole steak is really nice.
I gotta find where to get the beef shank. I usually don't have it in the little plastic or the little styrofoam.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
sometimes there's fascia, sometimes there's
Okay.
blood or spots that offers to make it more presentable. Also, cut it in such a manner that's going to allow it to either cook properly or give you the best. So from here, I've cleaned up the topping, which we're going to look at later. And now we're going to look at the iron. So right here, you can see the shape. I'm going to leave all the fat on because this is the roast beef. But we're going to take off some of the fascia. Sometimes you're going to have some fat, not going to be good, but then fascia will be like the sheets, the cover.
Oh shit, I have 6 minutes to do both orders.
For the sirloin tip, just taking out the deep cap here. There's 2 supporting muscles that we pull out that we don't generally use for those 2 cuts as well. But what I'm really revealing is the sirloin tip itself, the sirloin tip side, and the sirloin tip side. A lot of these brown cuts are leaner. There's some fat cover on the bottom round. But these are going to generally be leaner cuts. You're going to have to cook them a certain way. So here's the breakdown of the round. Now I'm going to cut these down even further into the cuts you see at butcher shop. Here we have our sirloin tip. So I'm just going to cut some nice sirloin tip steaks here. This is also called the knuckle. This is a nice flavorful steak, a little bit more textured, a little bit chewier, but definitely a very tasty steak. We also have our eye round, which makes an excellent for the small roast beef. Mussels aren't shaped the way we necessarily want them. But when you tie them up into a uniform shape, they're going to cook more evenly. The bottom round's also a great roast beef as well, so I'm going to tie that up as well. But the roast beef is the steak soft roast beef with straight slices. So the top round,
I found the cheese and dairy store, or meat and dairy. And cheese is like half off.
All the wholesale stores are, because I used to go over there all the time.
There's another to-go order for rice and salt.
So we're taking a look at the loin.
Look at all this fucking rice and salt. What is this, medieval China?
It's because you're here, Stinky. They saw an Asian, like, oh yeah, this rice is gonna be good.
Just peeling this away, all these things just sit on top of membranes. These are actually really easy to take out. And the way, essentially, I think there's much honor to do with this afterwards. This just comes right out.
No water.
Set to go.
Oh, I know it's reason though, because there's something here missing.
Next, I'm just going to cut off a little bit of the jaw here, just to make it pretty easier for me to see my sirloin flap. And I'll remove some of the fat too. So the sirloin flap is a great, called the bavette in France, means bib. It's actually a great cut that has a really nice grain structure, full of flavor, oftentimes great marbling, and it's a wire the grill. So I'm just going to pull that out. Cut off the trim there.
If once we get the stalker, I'm gonna get the bike.
Okay.
Because we're hitting 1,000 pretty consistently.
Yeah, now we are. Yeah, now I'm getting.
Now I'm going to cowl. There's skincare products we have to buy from us, but I think it's a great frying fat. Now we're going to pull the tenderloin. So the tenderloin is going to have a big head, 2 arrow barbs. It's going to run through, and then it's going to taper all the way down to the tail. So here you're going to see me working both sides of it because it's so big that you're not going to be able to pick up one side and pick up the rest. So with the ski bone process, you have to work one side first, work the other, and then do somewhere in the middle. I got the damn dog. Almost got home. The first 5 months month for 5 years.
I'm gonna close that, put it out of storage. More.
Let me use my trim.
Okay.
I got cheese for half off.
You got cheese?
Cheese for half off.
Oh. Cheese. Yeah, that since you can buy wholesale, I got the Costco version.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, technically, we can buy the next product license. I wonder if that's what he wants to do next. We can expand our store too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we unlocked the stalker at level 15. We're almost there. Ugh. Bark.
You hear Miley?
Yes, I hear bark bark.
Uh-oh.
It's not that loud. Why is dog barking?
She probably sees a possum.
Another one?
There's always possums.
Bark.
But it sounds like my mom's getting her right now.
A pickup truck for 1,200? Well,
Dang.
12,000, correction. Yeah, we're gonna be some watches.
Yeah.
We're gonna start off with a bike, and then we're gonna go to Vietnam scooter,
Nice.
and family sedan, and then a Tequache pickup truck.
Nice.
Honestly, I may tell us to just wait to get the scooter. We unlock it at level 15. The issue is it's $4,000.
Oh, we can make it.
I think so. We're already making 1,000 a day now. You want to be our go-to delivery person then?
I'm about to hop off.
Hop off? What does that mean?
I'm about to hop off.
Oh, you're gonna hop off? We can wait.
Yeah.
This can be our last day.
Yeah.
Here, let me go ahead and finish the day then.
$20 profit.
How do I know it's saved? Does it just save as is? Hopefully. It just says saved.
But just unlock the level 15, then I'll hop off.
Okay. He took a piss.
You.
Stink. Yeah. So I think personally I have to say we go ahead and unlock the next license, which is gonna be $550. And we'll buy the stuff for it. Should we buy? How much is? Let me check. How much is the new furniture? A shelf is 200. Should I go ahead and buy a shelf? What do you think?
You asking me? I think so. Maybe 2 of them if you can afford.
I don't think I can afford 2. I think I can barely afford 1.
Broke.
I know. I'm broke, bitch.
Yeah, we can put 1 more.
I just moved the pastas. Let me. We'll do that. Okay. You wanna move the shelf probably like right next to this one?
It does not fit.
It does not fit?
It does not fit.
Mother.
I moved this. Alright, oh there you go. I moved this. Pick this up. Alright. Okay, that works. Oh wait.
I bought another shelf, Stinky. Some of the stuff didn't fit, so I had to move some stuff around. Should I go ahead and buy the next license? It's $550.
Yeah, and we're able to buy all the new stuff.
I'll go ahead and do that. Also, this is gonna be our last day.
Okay.
Cause Lele has work.
I was thinking of showering soon, so that's good.
Stinky.
Stinky.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and buy all the new stuff. Alright, that's all the new stuff.
Okay.
Does it tell me if it needs a fridge? Not really. Or the yogurt. I think yeah, it does. The only one that needs a fridge is the yogurt. Other than that, everything else is shelved. I don't know if y'all have a certain arrangement or how y'all want to do that.
We'll see.
Go ahead and start setting up the prices. That cat meme stuck in my head. I know I should sleep, but the voice is in my head.
Stinky.
Here's the breakdown of the chart.
Wait.
We're only going to do something so bad that never goes through. Whether it's top shot the path, something is too pieces. Whether you mess it up in such a manner that you can't really fix it or sell it properly, it use it as a trick.
I think our next one profit would be maybe a bigger store. I think we need bigger. And we need I was telling Lele this scooter unlocks at level 15. I say we go ahead the bike and just get the scooter.
Yeah.
I know it's 4,000, but if we're making 1,000 a day, I think it's just fine.
It's good. Oh yeah, I forgot how much it is. Yeah. Should be able to save up for it.
We're gonna be in Vietnam.
Alright.
Also,
in this storage, there's some cheese, bread, apple, and some spark.
I was gonna put that right here in the corner. Need to move everything.
Here are the final cuts from the show. I'll come back to the shot quickly. Cut it down. Next, I'm going to hop over to the bandsaw and cut some possible. Bandsaw's great.
Sorry, throw these up. That works.
So,
Right open.
Alrighty.
Okay.
and here are the final cuts from the bandsaw. And finally, these are all the cuts you get from side of the
Sadie.
Sadie Sink. Damn, we're broke.
Yeah, we've been worse. We've been at $1 before.
Yeah.
I got you $1.
We'll make that back.
Yeah, I know.
Find the recipe that brings joy. Find the Lego set that brings joy. And happy birthday.
My name is Yuji Taguchi. I'm the owner of the SUPERMARKET SIMULTATOR. Today, I'm going to put your whole tuna into the TV to see at the sugar cube. First, I'm going to check the quality of the tuna. There are two ways that you can do this. First one is pouring. Sample from the tin. You're trying to see the color of the tail is the same as the middle of the tin. When we grade, the grading usually grades from number 1 to 3. You're looking for number 1. Number 1 has bright color, bright blood line, and high fat content. This fish is interesting. The important thing about any fish breakdown is sharpening the knife. So I spend a lot of time sharpening. I always try to use different knives for the same part to see which one gives me the best result. If I were to use only one knife to break down the fish, I would choose the gyuto, known as the chef knife. For butchering the whole tuna, I'm gonna use these 5 knives: yanagi, miyodoshireba, shireba, gyuto, and yoriba. Now I'll start breaking down the fish. I'm taking the colors off first. There are strong scales that is connected to the bottom of the fin that I'm pulling. Then from there, I'm just trying to put the knife in between the collar and the top of the bell. So I'm not cutting through the bone. I'm just cutting the meat underneath the collar. Fish butcher in general, you're not supposed to hit anything other than the meat. You're just putting the knife right on top of the bone so that your fin is just sliding the knife. It is not the power of butchering which is cutting hard. It is the sharpness and speed. If you have a sharp knife, you don't need to press hard with weight, but you just need the speed. There are 4 different kinds of tuna in general: albacore tuna, yellowfin tuna, bigred tuna, and blue.
Yeah, let me get this guy. Get a restuffer. Right, red meat. Now I'm gonna remove these really hard scales that are right next to the back fin. It is important to remove those before we fillet it. Otherwise, the knife will go.
He's moving my boxes from
We use most of the. Alright, unless we agree on it, don't put extra product on the thing as a temporary thing, because he's gonna start putting shit there. He's gonna think to restock it.
Yeah.
Into so he probably give him another shelf.
Oh,
What's
not
happening?
really. I went ahead and closed it
You?
for the shop.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I just have one more shoes.
Okay, just helping homie rearrange everything.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't recommend throwing it on the shelves anymore because he's gonna start picking them up again.
Oh, okay.
Must be put light in here. Yeah, I gotta put light in here in case there's. Oh, wait, no, there's a light switch in here, but there's no light. Yes, shit.
Wait. Green Skimper? Or are you gonna let him?
So letting him run it.
Okay. He walks funny.
Me. The shelf is right here. He's kind of pulling it to the wall. Oh no. Okay.
Right.
Hi.
I will go ahead and save it here.
He.
Okay, let me make sure to. Yeah, it's saved.
Okay.